Hello friends, welcome to the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee, and so this is going to be the weekly Pepper Pantry Haul for an after SHTF or TEOTWAWKI survival scenario. So these are the things we've acquired to help us survive that. I did want to get a lot more today at Walmart, but gosh, I got really dizzy. I think it's probably the heat, maybe a little bit of dehydration. And we just had to leave. My hip was giving me problems, and so we just kind of left a little bit early. We didn't get as much as I wanted to, but you know, there's always tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Made 2 trips to the Provident Living Center, which is Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So on trip number 1, we got some powdered milk, and we got the flour, a can of flour. Trip number 2, which was this morning, I got a can of Great Northern beans and a can of spaghetti bites. Spaghetti bites are just, you know, shreds of spaghetti. They've been broken down. Normally it's about a 9-inch. The spaghetti is about 9 inches long, 10 inches long. These are broken down into like 3 and 4 inch lengths. And so they can fit it into the can. Then of course it also cooks faster that way too. So we'll get into why I bought these 2 there today at the end, which is basically doing a cost-benefit analysis. So I looked for cost-benefit analysis also, and I needed some celery and I needed some more corn. So in my spreadsheet, I said, what veggies am I shortest of? And these were the 2 that I was shortest of. So I said, okay, I need to bring those up to the other meal levels of the other ones. So I did order a can of cross-cut celery, a can of sweet corn yesterday, and they arrived this morning when we woke up and went out the front door. They were already there. Notice that this is August, and today is the 12th, and I've got that I'm putting them into inventory on July 23rd. So one of my habits, whether you want to agree with it or not, I don't care, but I always wait until the 15th of the month to change the month for what day I put something in inventory. So up until the 15th of August, I'm going to write down that I got it in July. And then from the 15th of August until the 15th of September, I'm going to put down that I bought it in August. Just gives me a little bit of, hedge as far as length of time and everything else. In the greater scope of things, it really does not make a difference. But, you know, it just gives me a little bit of self-satisfaction thinking I'm giving it a little bit of extra life. Okay, we did get another replacement bottle of hand soap, some coconut oil. I think that, getting oils, fats, butter, you can get freeze-dried shortening, you can get freeze-dried butter, you can get Luana, you can get vegetable oil, olive oil. All those fats and cooking oils and greases are going to be important. You can also get Bacon Up, which is basically filtered bacon grease, and I've got 4 or 5 jars of that. That's another great thing to have as far as flavoring and being able to cook things. If you're going to saute onions or something like that. Vegetable oil, olive oil, those are all great things to have. Picked up, we did, our oldest Chihuahua had diarrhea, and so the vet said feed her chicken and rice. So she got a arroz con pollo. You can hear her telling me something right now. But the chicken that we fed her, this chicken was put into our inventory January of 2017. The other was put into our inventory April of 20. So she's been eating chicken and rice. We finally got her firmed up. I let her outside, and she went over and started eating rabbit poop again. And so I'm afraid that that's going to start up again here tomorrow. Don't know why she does that, but she's 15, so let's see what we can do with her. 2 jars of classic pickles that were on sale at Sam's Club. We are very fortunate. We've got both a Sam's Club and a Costco that are fairly close to us. So we went to Costco as well and got a 6-pack of their chicken. Helen thinks they have the best canned chicken there is, so that's what we get. Picked up some Dude wipes. This is for long-term storage for personal hygiene. At Walmart today, they had Black Rifle Coffee Company K-Cups on sale on closeout for $17.57. And then we picked up at HEB, our local grocery store, a soup we're going to try. That's a split pea and ham soup. So that's pretty much where we are. Oh, I did stop by. So 2 stories. Number 1, when we went to the LDS Provident Living Center, one of the elders there, a guy by the name of Kim, He and I were talking, and evidently he watched last week's Prepper Haul video. I told him I was going to be doing one again today, that I do one every Saturday, so he's probably going to be watching it. And I said the main reason I went there today was because of cost-benefit analysis, and that is it's actually cheaper for me to drive over there and get these, the beans and the bites, spaghetti bites in the can than it is for me to go to Walmart and try to preserve them myself. So I'll show you that cost-benefit analysis. Then I was talking to the lady in the Provident Living Center, and she said, now what are you going to do to defend yourself? You know, people are going to try to, you come in here quite regularly, you've got a lot of stuff. So what are you going to do to protect yourself, because people are going to want to take stuff from you? I said, well, we have 3 different levels. Level number 1 is our community. So we have a very good, active, supportive community that we watch out for each other and, take care of each other and help each other when needed. Number 2, we've got our own security perimeter, let's call it, within our property. And then, of course, step number 3 is my experience, my knowledge, my training, and self-protection, etc. So, and I said, as a matter of fact, I'm leaving here to go get another box of these. So turkey season is coming up, so that's what this is primarily for. But it's also, there are 2 kinds of turkeys. Both of them are 2-legged. One of them's out in the open field, and you have to have a hunting license for it. The other one, if they're inside your house, you don't need a hunting license for. But so that's kind of that. Let's talk a little bit about this cost-benefit analysis. So the spaghetti, if I get it at the LDS stores, costs $2.70 per pound, I'm sorry, it's 2.7 pounds per can, $1.99 a pound. You can buy it at Walmart for 98 cents a pound, but you're going to have to buy a jar or something to put it in. And that's either going to be a Mylar bag at 27 cents a bag or a jar at $2.32. Both of these are gallon size. Now here's the crux, and this is where you have to make up your own mind on doing your own cost-benefit analysis. This is $2.32 a jar. That's the cheapest price if you buy a 6-pack of jars. So if you know you're going to use 6 jars, then it's only $2.32 a jar. If you're only going to use 1 right now and you're going to save it, then that's going to be pretty close to, $15 for 6 jars. Same thing here. This is 27 cents for a gallon Mylar bag if you order 150 bags. So, that can get quite expensive. Same thing, 67 cents for an oxygen absorber for 1 gallon. However, that's ordering 100 of them. So, you're going to buy $67 worth of oxygen absorbers in order to get that kind of a price. So basically, to get the spaghetti, it's actually cheaper for me to go get it from the LDS. The flour is the same thing. You get 4 pounds in a number 10 can. It ends up being $1.61 a pound. It's 63 cents a pound if you get it at Walmart. So if you know you're going to use it in the next 4 to 6 months, just go get it at Walmart. If you think you need it to last longer than that, then you might be better off getting it at the LDS Provident Living Center. And this is going to be, same thing, $2.32 a jar if you order them in bulk, or 27 cents for the Mylar bag, and 67 cents for the oxygen absorber. So that can get a little bit on the expensive side. Now, the one that I was really impressed with was the Great Northern beans. There's 5.3 pounds in a number 10 can. That's $1.58 a pound. Just the beans themselves at Walmart's $1.98 a pound. So didn't even need to do the rest. That convinced me that was a good buy right there. So that's kind of how I did my cost-benefit analysis and how I decided to get what I needed from the Provident Living Center this week. And so we will do some more here in the very near future, and just give you an idea of some of the things you might want to be looking out for, and some of the things you can reuse. For example, the chicken cans, using those, making those into stoves. So remember that we're all in this together, so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other, because togetherness is the key. Take care. Bye-bye.